It has been a while, but we finally got ourselves another Yeezy review. Back in October of last year, Adidas severed all ties with Kanye West. And this left people wondering whether we would ever see another Yeezy again. But this move gave Adidas one huge problem. They had a lot of Yeezy inventory that they just couldn't sell. And earlier last month, Kanye West and Adidas finally came to an agreement, so we are in fact going to see more Yeezys this year. Starting off with this pair right here. My name is Josh and I will be reviewing the Yeezy 350 V2 in the Beluga Carbon colorway. So do you guys remember what Adidas said back in October? They basically said, well, we're getting rid of Ye. It's no big deal, guys. We're gonna lose maybe 250 million this quarter. It's nothing, carry on. But then in February, they said, well, actually, we're gonna lose about 1.3 billion if we don't get rid of this inventory. Their stock price basically nosedived once this news came out, and Adidas shareholders even sued them for the way they handled the whole Ye situation. And all this pressure finally caused Adidas to sign a deal with Kanye West so that they can in fact release the remaining inventory, giving Kanye a 15% commission on all products sold. We then got a Yeezy Day on June 1st, which had some pretty big restocks like the Pirate Black 350s, some new slide colorways as well. All in all, Kanye West netted around 25 million just from one day's worth of sales. As a neutral sneakerhead in all of this, I don't really care if Adidas won or Kanye won. I'm just pretty happy that they finally came to an agreement and we're finally seeing more Yeezys drop. You cannot deny that Yeezy is simply one of the biggest sneaker brands of the last decade, so it's good to finally see more product. But of course, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think about the way this whole Adidas versus Kanye thing has played out? But let us get into this pair right here, the 350 V2 Beluga Carbon. This was in fact the first pair that showed up on the Confirmed app, alongside a restock of the Carbon colorway of the 350 V2s. This is a brand new colorway. I entered the raffle for these, managed to scoop a pair. And when I received these and opened up the box, I can't lie, I felt a bit nostalgic. They do say that distance makes the heart grow fonder, and because we haven't seen any 350s in over 6 months now, it made me remember what made the 350 such a popular shoe in the first place. I mean, it is a pretty great looking shoe. Even though back in October, the 350 V2 was well past the peak of its popularity, simply because Adidas was releasing way too many colorways of the shoe, but that doesn't change the fact that this was one of the most popular sneakers of the last decade, and there are some pretty iconic colorways like those Beluga 350s, which restocked last year in a reflective version, and people were calling this pair the Carbon Belugas, the Beluga 2.0s. When I heard that name, I expected the pair to be much more of a gray color. However, seeing this picture in hand, it's definitely much more brownish on the upper. You got this mix of light and dark tones of brown on the prime knit upper. You also get that iconic orange stripe which you have on the Beluga 1.0s with the letters SBLY 350. And I have to say that combination of this dark brown / olive color combined with the orange really looks great on this model. I'm getting those army vibes on this shoe. You don't get a pull tab on this colorway. I don't know, some of you guys like the pull tab or don't. Personally, it doesn't matter too much. The laces that come with this pair are great. You get these 3M laces, which at nighttime does reflect light really loudly. And on this pair, you have some normal laces, whereas there have been some 350 V2s in the past which were releasing with those laces that you didn't actually have to tie up. They were already pre-tied. It also goes without saying, the 350 V2, simply one of the comfiest shoes around. That boost cushioning system, simply one of the best ever made. And you gotta love the prime knit upper as well. It's flexible, it's breathable, something you definitely need on those hot summer days. For sizing on the 350 V2s now, if you have never worn a pair of 350s before, just know that they do run pretty small. Going true to size is not recommended. They are very tight. For me, I like to go up a half size and they fit me okay. They're still kind of on the tighter side, so I do think if you have wide feet, you might want to go up a full size. For me, half size up seems to work best, and to give you guys a point of reference, I wear an 11.5 in these, and in other shoes like Nike Dunks, Air Max 1s, Jordan 1s, and most other Jordans, I wear my true size, which is a size 11. I didn't expect this colorway to have any resale because Yeezys simply aren't as hyped up as they used to be, and it seems like I was right because most sizes of this pair are not going for too much above retail. In fact, if you were a reseller and you tried to cop these and sold them right now, you'd actually be losing money if you take into account fees. So hopefully you guys didn't try to do that. When I saw some classic colorways like the Beluga 1.0's released last year, I thought that over time they will really start to shoot up in value because they are pretty classic shoes. But that hasn't really been the case. The Beluga 1.0s, they kind of stayed at the same price level for a really long time, over a year now. And I just simply don't expect these to start going up in price anytime soon either. So I do think if you're on the fence whether or not to buy these, you can take your time and make that decision. Just in case you guys are thinking of copying, I will leave an affiliate StockX link in the description. That is one way to help support the channel. So overall, the Yeezy 350 V2 in this Carbon Beluga colorway, are these a cop or a drop? I think nowadays people have a lot of opinions whether or not it's still okay to wear Yeezys or not. I say it is completely up to you. I do personally think that this is a really nice looking pair of shoes. I actually really enjoy this colorway. Whether or not it's a cop or drop, really up to you in this case. If you have been waiting patiently for a new colorway of the 350s to drop, well, I think these are pretty nice. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, because I'm dropping a lot of content just like this every single week, at least 2 to 3 videos usually. Follow me Instagram, TikTok, and also check out my bi-weekly sneaker podcast, The Kickback Pod. All of the links are in the description. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel and for watching this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.